What if you returned home after a long absence, only to be greeted by the warm smile of your beloved wife and your child waiting for you, but something isn't quite right? Today, we're diving into one of Thailand's most spine-chilling legends, the story of Mae Nak. This tale of undying love, heart-wrenching tragedy, and unearthly horror has haunted Thai folklore for generations. In this video, we'll explore the origins of Mae Nak's story, uncover the eerie details that blur the line between life and death, and reveal the supernatural twists that have kept this legend alive for centuries. Later on, I'll share some fascinating insights about how a simple lime and a sacred plant played a key role in one of the most terrifying moments of this tale. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. If you love delving into mysterious and eerie legends, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to join our community of horror enthusiasts. Now let's get started. Mae Nak's story begins on the banks of the Phrakanong Canal, a serene yet mysterious waterway that has witnessed many secrets over the years. Mae Nak was a beautiful young woman, full of life and promise, deeply in love with her husband, Mak. Their love was the kind you read about in fairy tales, pure, passionate, and destined to endure any obstacle. But fate had something darker in store for them. While Mak was conscripted to fight in a distant war, a devastating tragedy struck at home. During his absence, Mae Nak, pregnant and vulnerable, succumbed to complications during childbirth. Not only did she lose her life, but their precious baby was also lost. The community was struck by sorrow, and Mak, far from his family, had no idea of the heartbreak that awaited him. Imagine the shock and confusion when, after surviving the horrors of war, Mak finally returns home. Instead of finding an empty mourning household, he is greeted by what appears to be the loving presence of his wife and even their child, waiting for him. At first glance, it seems like a miracle, a reunion that defies death itself. But as the days pass, the unsettling truth begins to reveal itself. Strange happenings occur around the house. Neighbors who had caught glimpses of the inexplicable tried to warn Mak that something was amiss. Unfortunately, those who dared to speak out soon met grim fates. Their lives were claimed under mysterious circumstances, leaving Mak isolated and increasingly disturbed by the eerie events unfolding in his once happy home. One of the most spine-tingling moments in this legend comes from an everyday, seemingly mundane act. A moment that would etch itself into Mak's memory forever. While preparing a traditional Thai dish called Nam Prik, Mae Nak accidentally dropped a lime near the porch. Determined, she leaned down, stretching her arm in an almost unnatural, elongated fashion to retrieve it. That's when Mak saw it. A bony, ghostly arm reaching impossibly far, far beyond the natural limits of human anatomy. It was a moment that shattered his world. The warm, familiar face of his beloved wife was marred by an unearthly horror. In that instant, Mak realized that the woman he had returned to was not the living, loving partner he once knew. It was the restless, malevolent ghost of Mae Nak. Terrified by this realization, Mak knew he had to escape, but he had to do so without alerting the spirit. In a desperate bid to flee the clutches of the supernatural, he employed a clever trick from Thai folklore. According to local belief, ghosts have an aversion to the sticky leaves of the Blumea plant. Mak used this knowledge to his advantage, hiding among these plants, hoping to remain unseen by Mae Nak's vengeful gaze. But his escape didn't end there. Seeking true refuge, Mak made his way to the Wat Mahbud temple, a sacred place where it is said that spirits cannot enter. The temple, imbued with holy energy and protected by centuries of rituals, offered him temporary sanctuary. For Mak, every moment spent in that hallowed space was a bittersweet reprieve, a chance to regroup while the ghost of his wife roamed free outside. The struggle to contain Mae Nak's unyielding presence did not end with Mak's flight. The legend tells of not one, but two dramatic exorcisms that were performed to rid the world of her terrifying spirit. The first exorcism involved a powerful exorcist who managed to capture Mae Nak's ghost in an earthen jar, was hurled into the canal, a desperate measure to seal away the supernatural force that had upended so many lives. Yet, the story does not end there. Mae Nak's spirit was resilient. In a later ritual, a venerable monk known as Somdet Phra Phutachan intervened. In a dramatic turn of events, he extracted a fragment, the bone of her forehead, and bound her spirit within his waistband. According to legend, this sacred waistband, containing Mae Nak's restless soul, is now in the possession of the Thai royal family. Imagine that, a relic of haunting power held by royalty, bridging the gap between myth and modern history. Mae Nak's ghost story is far more than a chilling narrative. It's a tale deeply embedded in Thai culture. It touches on universal themes, the enduring power of love, the pain of loss, and the haunting nature of unresolved tragedy. Despite the terror and sorrow that the legend evokes, many in Thailand see Mae Nak as a tragic figure, a symbol of love that even death cannot conquer. This tale has transcended time, inspiring countless adaptations in films, television shows, and literature. It continues to captivate audiences not only in Thailand, but around the world. There are even shrines dedicated to Mae Nak, where locals and visitors alike offer gifts and prayers, hoping to appease her restless spirit. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever come across a ghost story that left you with chills down your spine? Or perhaps you've experienced something inexplicable yourself. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. One of the most fascinating aspects of this legend is the duality of Mae Nak's character. On one hand, she embodies the pure, undying love of a devoted wife, so powerful that it transcends the finality of death. On the other hand, her ghostly form is a harbinger of terror, unleashing a wrath that leads to the untimely deaths of those who cross her path. This contrast raises intriguing questions about the nature of love and loss. Is Mae Nak a victim of her own tragic fate, or is she a malevolent force driven by the desire to reclaim what was lost? Some versions of the tale suggest that Mae Nak, in a moment of profound sorrow, willingly accepted her fate and even departed for the afterlife, with a promise from the monk that she would be reunited with Mak in a future life. This alternative ending introduces a note of bittersweet hope amidst the horror, a reminder that even in the darkest stories, there might be a glimmer of redemption. Today, the legend of Mae Nak continues to thrive, influencing not only popular culture, but also the collective psyche of a nation. Over the years, her story has been adapted into numerous films, stage plays, and television series. Each adaptation offers a new perspective on the legend, ensuring that Mae Nak's tale remains relevant for new generations. Moreover, the physical remnants of this legend, such as the reputed waistband containing her spirit, serve as powerful symbols of Thailand's rich cultural heritage. The shrine dedicated to Mae Nak, relocated in 1997 to the Suan Luang district of modern Bangkok, has become a pilgrimage site. Visitors from all over the world come to pay their respects, offering flowers, incense, and prayers in the hope that the spirit remains at peace. These enduring cultural markers remind us that folklore is not just a collection of scary stories, but a living part of our history, a tapestry woven from our collective fears, hopes, and memories. Mae Nak's legend is a prime example of how folklore can encapsulate the complex interplay of emotion, culture, and belief. It forces us to confront our own understanding of love, life, and what might lie beyond. As an expert in horror storytelling, I can tell you that it's these layers, the mix of beauty and terror, love and loss that make a story truly unforgettable. The narrative of Mae Nak challenges us to consider how we deal with grief and the unknown. It blurs the line between the natural and the supernatural, inviting us to explore the mysteries that lurk just beyond the veil of everyday life. Whether you view it as a cautionary tale or a tragic romance, Mae Nak's story leaves an indelible mark on the soul. Mae Nak's story is more than just a ghost tale. It's a haunting reminder that love, loss, and the supernatural are forever intertwined. Whether you see her as a tragic spirit or a terrifying force, one thing is certain: her legend is here to stay. What do you think? Was Mae Nak a devoted wife trapped between worlds, or a vengeful ghost unwilling to let go? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more eerie tales, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.